Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Flight to the Amazon Queen, and when last we left off, King is still exploring the Amazon jungle, collecting every item that he can get, and talking to everyone that he encounters. For it being the middle of the Amazon jungle, there are quite a lot of people around to talk to. We went up that pathway last time, we're going to go this way this time. Maybe we'll find more things to get, or maybe we won't. What we have found is we found a beetle and a waterfall. Let's have a look at that beetle, shall we?
That pretty bug really has that fish jumping.
Well, let's see if we can grab that bug. I highly doubt it because we don't have a net.
I can't quite reach it.
We're going to need that net, aren't we? There is a fish that we can look at though, but the fish, there we go, we can look here.
It looks like a rare green-finned Amazon trout. Probably.
That is quite a good guess. I'm not sure if you're right at all. You might just be making that up, King. Let's see if we can grab that fish.
I'd rather leave it here.
Fair enough. There is, I think, one more way that we can go. We can head up here, and we can also head this way. I'm sort of noticing that there are these dirt patches in the direction where you can travel. There's one here, and you can go this way, and there's one here, and you can head this way. Let's go, King. What is this way? I think I've seen that person before, although they weren't wearing a pink spotty dinosaur costume. I think we're going to have a conversation with this definitely not gorilla.
I'm sure I've seen this person before.
Me too, King. Me too. Hello, you. How are you? I think we've spoken before.
Hey, I know you, don't I?
I don't think so. I've never seen you before in my life.
Well, I've seen you before. Let's ask the question that should be asked first, I think. What on earth are you supposed to be?
What on earth are you supposed to be?
I'm a vicious dinosaur. I'd stay back if I were you. I can be very dangerous.
You're not very convincing. Let's ask about the obvious costume. I think it's time for you to come clean, gorilla. You are not a dinosaur.
It's a costume. I can see the stitches.
Those aren't stitches. They're worry lines.
Are you worried that I'm going to say you don't exist again? Because the last time I did that, you disappeared in a very peculiar way.
If you're a dinosaur, then why aren't you extinct?
Because I eat a balanced diet and exercise regularly.
I think there might be other factors contributing to the extinction of the dinosaurs. Just a couple.
I know who you are. You're the gorilla I saw earlier.
No, I'm not. I'm a vicious dinosaur. Now leave me alone or I'll be forced to eat you.
I think you won't eat us, mainly for this reason.
You can't eat me. Gorillas are vegetarians.
Okay, you've got me. We did meet earlier. Now will you leave me alone? I've got to guard this log.
Why? Why do you have to guard that log?
That wacky primate's returned to make my life difficult.
Don't worry, we'll get past that gorilla. We'll just have to figure out a way to do that. Or we can just say that he doesn't exist again. I'm sure that'll work.
You don't get out of it that easy. I've got some questions that need answers.
Do you have to keep bothering me? What do you want to know?
Well, what can we find out? Well, we're gonna ask that first, I think.
Why are you wearing a pink dinosaur costume?
Because my blue chicken costume is still at the dry cleaners.
Fair enough, that's a pretty straightforward answer. What about this question? You're inevitably just a roadblock that's preventing us from going through that hollow log, so I've got to ask why you're doing this. Probably just to give us one more thing to deal with.
Is there a reason why you're blocking my way?
Uh-huh. It's revenge for the last time when you said I didn't exist and made me disappear.
Thank you very much for giving me the obvious hint as to what we need to do here.
How did you do that disappearing trick before?
That's my little secret. Let me just say that it's easy to do if you don't really exist.
Like you? Because you don't really exist.
Could you teach me how to disappear?
Oh, how I wish I could. But unfortunately, I can't teach you to disappear. I can only suggest you go hide in the jungle.
Nice talking to you, but I gotta go.
Bye.
I don't think us hiding in the jungle would really help in us finding Princess Azura or Faye. So we're going to have to talk to you. We need to get past you at some point.
Hello again.
What is it this time?
There's only one dialogue option we can do. I think this is the one that will lead to the gorilla no longer being an obstacle.
How did you do that disappearing trick before?
That's my little secret. Let me just say that it's easy to do if you don't really exist.
Really? Well, would you disappear again by any chance if I said that?
Would you disappear again if I said you don't exist?
Maybe, but of course, you'd have to say that I don't exist. And you wouldn't really want to do that, would you?
Of course I would. I want to get through that log.
Sorry, pal, but you don't exist.
Thanks a lot, bud.
I have the strangest feeling of deja vu.
I'd like to say that we won't see that gorilla again, but I've no idea. I imagine we will at least one more time. We can go through this log, or we can go this way. Let's have a look at this first.
I don't see anything special.
Fair enough. Let us head south then, and see what is here. I get the feeling this is a more important route. I think we found the people that Naomi was talking about. And here are some apes. We're going to talk to these two people here, Jimmy and Mary Lou. But first, let's look at Jimmy, shall we?
I'm sure I've seen this person before.
I'm sure you've not seen this person before. Ever. Let's look at Mary Lou.
I think she uses plaster for makeup.
Alright, first we'll talk to Jimmy here.
Hi, I'm Joe King.
Howdy, boy. The name's Jimmy Cook. Welcome to our humble mission. It's our own little slice of heaven.
Well, we have a number of questions that we could ask. Let's ask the obvious one which has the very obvious answer.
Do you know where I could find a phone?
That's a tough one. The only place I can think of is the Floda Lederhosen factory. You can find them over beyond the pinnacle.
Yeah, their phone isn't available, unfortunately, so no, you don't have a phone that you can provide us with. Ah, well, it was worth a try. Let's ask about the fact that this does indeed look more like a zoo.
This looks more like a zoo than a mission.
Hey, I happen to like animals. In my spare time, I'm a zoologist. Last month, I studied sloths. This month, I'm studying monkeys.
Fair enough. Let's ask about sloths.
What exactly is a sloth?
A sloth is a tree-climbing edentate mammal found in Central and South America. They're slow-moving, hairy, and have little or no teeth.
Well, thank you very much for being so factual. I've learned something today. Let's ask about the fact that they have no teeth and yet can eat.
What do they eat if they have no teeth?
Well, they eat stuff that doesn't require chewing. The species in this jungle has a particular liking for sweet nectar.
I'm going to remember that. That inevitably is going to be important.
I never thought sloths could be so interesting.
I know what you mean. Once you begin studying them, you find it hard to stop. Truly one of God's finest creations.
What else can we ask about? Well, I think we've heard enough about sloths. Then again, we could make a comparison between King's grandfather and sloths. Let's do that, shall we?
That sounds a lot like my grandfather.
Your grandfather climbs trees?
I think I know enough about sloths.
You can never know enough.
We have one more question that we'd like to ask, and that is about the mission that he has here in the middle of the Amazon jungle.
Why do you have a mission in the Amazon jungle?
Why not? It's just as good as any other place. The rent's cheap, weather's nice, and the place is brimming with natives who need spiritual guidance.
Well, right now, the only people you're giving guidance to are monkeys.
Are you giving these monkeys guidance?
Monkeys are people too. They've got feelings. They have beliefs. So what if they've got IQs less than 50? We're used to that.
And we have some more questions about animals here.
I've got some more animal questions.
Sure thing. Fire away.
There are quite a few things we can ask about. We could ask that. I don't see how that's important to anything, but let's ask anyway.
Is it true that whales are actually big fish?
Ha ha. That's a common misconception. Whales aren't fish at all. They're actually aquatic lizards who annually migrate onto land to lay their eggs.
Nice talking to you.
Oh, bless you, my son.
And now, let us talk to Mary Lou. Let's see what she knows, eh?
Hi there. My name's Joe.
Howdy, Joe. I'm Mary Lou Cook. My husband Jimmy and I run this mission.
Nice to meet you.
Who did you set the mission up for? Those monkeys.
Oh, very funny. We were trying to teach the native pygmies, but they ran away.
Well, you managed to teach one person.
Why did the pygmies run away?
I don't know. I began singing when they suddenly upped and left. Listen. All things great and beautiful. Excuse me. Well, that wasn't too bad, was it?
I think I may understand why they ran away now. Let's see, we have 3 options here. That one, this one, and I think the middle one is the most appropriate for King.
Believe me when I say you have a unique voice.
Wow, thank you. Well, I hope they come back soon.
They may not be coming back soon.
Are you guys qualified teachers?
Of course we are. We spent 17 years in Arkansas teaching Sunday school.
What do you teach there? Grizzly bears?
Now you're just being silly. Teaching grizzly bears? Heck no. We taught raccoons.
Oh, that makes so much more sense than grizzly bears. My mistake. What else could we talk about? We can ask where they went, the people that they were teaching.
Where have the pygmies gone?
Well, they joined the rest of the pygmies at Trader Bob's. That scallywag is always scalping our converts.
Trader Bob? Scalping people? But I thought he ran an honest business. Surely not.
How did you talk to the pygmies?
I just used my English to Pygmy dictionary.
That's a handy thing. Can we have it?
Can I have a look at the dictionary?
You know, I'd love to let you have a look, but it's the only one I have, and I can't risk losing it.
We're going to need to trade for that, aren't we? Yes, we are.
Where can I get a dictionary?
The only place that sells them is the New Age Native Pygmy Healing Crystal Earth Awareness Bookshop. But that's back in Venezuela.
That is a long trek. I think you're going to have to try and get this one, King.
I'll swap you for your dictionary.
What have you got to swap?
That is a good question, and I don't think that she's going to want the baseball bat. Probably not the vacuum cleaner either. The file might be a good idea, but we'll try the baseball bat first.
I got a really neat baseball bat.
I've already got a baseball bat. In fact, it's been autographed by Lou Gehrig.
Lou Ironhorse Gehrig? Man, he's my hero. I'd love to buy it off you.
Don't be ridiculous. I'd never part with my lucky bat. Besides, it's in storage back in the States.
Aw, shoot.
Mind your language, please.
Thanks for your time.
That's okay. I enjoyed talking to you. Darn, the stupid nail file is almost blunt.
Okay, the game gave us a very obvious hint there as to what item we need to give her. So we're going to trade that dictionary for that file that we have in our inventory.
Hello again.
Hello, Joe.
Right, let's see if we can... actually, that is quite a good question. Let's ask that first.
Why is your husband lecturing that monkey?
Oh, he thinks he's an anthropologist or something. He's conducting an experiment to see how smart the monkeys are.
A lot smarter than you think. I think we should ask to see how smart monkeys are.
How smart are the monkeys?
They're smart enough to keep Jimmy supplying them with bananas. If he keeps them here much longer, they'll have to go on diets.
What else can we ask? We can ask this one. Why not?
I'd say he's more a zoologist than anthropologist.
Yeah, whatever. At least the monkeys keep him busy.
And we'll now ask about any breakthroughs. There may have been one, who knows?
Has he made any breakthroughs yet?
I don't get too involved with his work, so you'd have to ask him about that. I have my own things to do.
I've heard enough. Thanks.
That's okay. I'll talk to you later. Oh, darn it. I'm really getting fed up with this nail file. It's almost worn out.
And the game gives us yet another hint. I think we're going to have to trade that nail file.
Hello again.
Hello, Joe.
Let's ask about swapping for that dictionary again. This time it's going to go a lot better.
I'd like to swap you for your dictionary.
What have you got to swap?
But before we go with the correct answer, let's try and swap that vacuum cleaner.
Would you like a vacuum cleaner?
No way. I'd rather have a maid clean up after me. You can file that suggestion under no good.
Will do. Let's actually swap the item she wants for an item that we want.
Hello again.
Hello, Joe.
Alright, we'll ask to swap for that dictionary.
I'd like to swap you for your dictionary.
What have you got to swap?
We've got a nail file. Okay, it's not actually a nail file, but I'm sure it'll work as one.
How would you like another nail file?
It's not worn out, is it?
No, it's brand new.
Okay, you've got a deal. I'll swap.
Good. I'm glad we could come to some arrangement.
So am I.
Excellent. We now have a dictionary. Where is it? There it is. Let's have a look at it, shall we?
It's an English to Pygmy translation dictionary.
Excellent. Now we can talk to the people of the village. And we can look at these monkeys. Let's look at this one first.
How adorable. He'd make a great pet.
Oh, yeah? Do you know how much it costs to feed a monkey? You can have him.
Don't listen to him. He's our favorite monkey, and he is staying right here.
I imagine it would be very expensive to feed a monkey. Let's look at this one, shall we?
Hey there, little fella.
I wouldn't get too close to him. He hasn't had his shots yet.
Let's keep that in mind. And now there is this monkey that is wearing a pirate hat for some reason.
Hey there, little fella.
Watch it there, boy. That little fella has one mean bite.
Well, you know what I want? I want that coconut. I wonder if I could trade this banana for the coconut. Let's see if we can give the banana to the monkey.
Hey there, little fella. Wouldn't you rather have this banana instead of that boring coconut? That's a good boy.
Excellent. I got the hint by the fact that the other two have bananas, and this was the only monkey that didn't have a banana. And I would like to go and get another banana, because I get the feeling the bananas in the area where we got them might be unlimited. So let us go quickly and grab another banana. It won't take us that long to get there. We just head up here, and then we go over to the left, and then we can return to the pinnacle. It is a little bit of a walk to go back to the screen with the banana, but I think it's worth it. We're probably going to need another one. That is, if the game actually gives us another banana. If the game doesn't give us another banana, then it's obvious that we only needed one. Alright, back to the crash site we go, and down this path, this well-trodden path. It's a good thing that we have this coconut that looks suspiciously like a bowling ball. I'm sure we won't be using it for that. That would be silly. Alright, down we go. And I'm just going to check to see if Faye has returned. It's very unlikely, and the answer is no, Faye hasn't returned. Ah, well, we'll head this way, and go and get another banana if there's another banana. And the answer is, there is another banana, which tells me that we're going to need another one. Across the bridge we go! Off to get another item for our inventory. I'm not quite sure if it's being stored in his hat, all this inventory. I'd like to think that it is. A hat with unlimited inventory space. A magical hat. the only magical item in Joe's possession. Alright, we're going to head back to where that log is, and then, next time, we shall go and see what is beyond that log. An area that we haven't been to, certainly. There aren't many areas that we haven't been to. We haven't been to the, jetty place yet, but I'm not sure we'd be able to do anything there anyway. There are some locations in point-and-click adventure games where you need quite a lot of items to make any progress. That said, we haven't been to the jetty yet, so maybe we can do lots of things there. But it didn't look like there was much there anyway. Alright, one more screen to navigate, and we're going to head over to the pinnacle. Right there. Off you go, King! Back over to the place we were at before. Now with one more banana. We're going to head this way. And I don't think we can look at that statue. That statue is part of no puzzle in this game, at least yet. And we're going to go this way. I haven't gone up yet. We'll have to do that at some point. And when we come back, folks, we're going to go through this hollow log. What lies beyond? Who can say? What we can say is that gorillas dressed as dinosaurs really shouldn't be in South America. That's just silly. So I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.